Your Honor, we have been served with what has been called a investigation. We've been served with what has been called a convention of which it is purported that Kenya is a party to. Yes, Your Honor, we draw our attention to page 17 of that document. That is the United Nations Convention against transnational organized crime and the protocols there. It has also been highlighted at Article 4, sorry, that is Article 16.4, that if a state party that makes extradition conditional on the existence of a treaty receives a request for extradition from another state with which it has no extradition treaty, it may consider this convention the legal basis for extradition in respect of any offense to which this article applies. What that particular article confirms to this court is that there is no extradition treaty between Kenya and the United States of America. Instead, they want us now to shift the foundational basis of that application from whatever they have cited to this convention. But again, they forget that all conventions are treaties, but not all treaties are conventions. You know, based on that thesis, it is actually grounded on the framework of public international law, particularly as codified in the 1969 Vienna Convention on the law of treaties. Upon which now we get two supportive premises of that thesis. The first one is that every convention that qualifies as an international agreement is by definition a treaty. And that definition is clearly put by Article 2.1 on the Vienna Convention on the law of treaties. My senior has provided the definition, but what attracts me to that definition is at the end it says, and whatever its particular designation. And that is the decisive factor here. Where we argue that now, by bringing the nomenclature convention, that by itself does not create a separate legal category. It is simply a label for an instrument that meets the objectives of a treaty. Secondly and lastly, Your Honor, that the customary usage of that word, convention, it does not in any way negate the fact that by treating a convention as a treaty, we round back to what its purpose in any signatory states ascribes to. Therefore, finally, Your Honor, having drawn that there is no distinction, and that the foundational basis of a convention is actually a treaty, we go back to the Treaty Making and Ratification Act, which, as argued by my senior, Kenya has not ratified that procedure. Thank you.
I didn't understand what he's saying.
Mr. Witty is looking at me and winking so that I should not know.
He's just saying that the treaty has not been ratified.